The trophy of Buenos Aires are for Coello and Tapia, but many things have happened this week. So you wanna know more? Let's go.
Before we jump into the action, here's something cool. We are doing another trip with Viura to the second major of the season in Rome, the most beautiful tournament of all. You will get to train with top coaches, play with me, and watch the best players in the world together. I'm leaving more info in the description so you can sign up.
Well, I have the central court at 10 meters away from me. This view is incredible. This arena is incredible. More than 15,000 people are sitting right now here making history in Padel. I don't know if it's the match with more people in the history or not. One curious thing of this stadium, besides it's indoor, you can see and you can feel that it's open. As we are in autumn here in Argentina, it's quite cold, so the court is quite slow. And here we have El Negro with all this set that he can play the music, he can cheer for the crowd and so on. So Negro, you want to say something in English?
No, never.
Well, we have already seen the central court that is 200 meters away from my side, and there in the Pabellón America are the other 6 courts, 3 for competition and 3 for training. So let's go. Well, we just get just in time because as you can see there's a paddle court without the turf. Here is almost done, and over there are the 3 paddle courts for training where we saw the other day Arturo Coello did this trick shot that I haven't seen in my life. And over there's the court number 2 where Tolito and Gonzalo Alfonso lost against Diestro and Esbrí, and Tolito confessed after his match that he had a car accident the last day. But the most important thing of these courts is the temperatures, because this pavilion is completely indoor, and here the ball is so much faster compared to the central court. Well, I'm quite nervous because I'm gonna do my first meet and greet. I don't know how many people are gonna come to meet me, but before that, I just hide a paper with a free gift racket of Knox. So the one who get and who discover that paper on the stadium can come to the stand Knox and give it to me, and I will give to him or her a Knox racket for free.
¿Lo encontrasteis? ¿Lo encontró? ¡Ey!
Esto tuyo. ¿Intuyes qué pala es?
Sí. No, pero me gustaría que sea la de Agus. Me gustaría mucho que sea la de Agus.
¿Cuánto tiempo tardaste en llegar a encontrar el papel?
Y en cuanto vi que subiste la historia ya empecé a correr.
Claro, pero
tardé 5 minutos.
Estaba ayer grabando en cámara oculta, lo encontraste, según él, como que no hiciste demasiado gesto,
no,
y él fue detrás tuyo en plan, perdona, como para grabarte, y te fuiste.
Yo me sentía perseguido por todos, me miraban todos.
¿Pensás que te iban a robar?
Sí, yo me fui corriendo, no.
Pues vete corriendo porque tienes que estar la tuya.
Gracias, Pablo.
Well. New things are coming here. Thanks to Red Bull, we have filmed 4 podcast videos here in the arena. 4 important guys in the paddle industry, with a number 1, with a future number 1, with 2 top coaches. Well, just stay tuned to the channel because new things are coming. Now we know the central court, the arena, also the secondary courts, all the knock stand, everything, but that you probably don't know, or maybe yes, is that this court in the central court is the slowest court in the season. And that means matches can last for more than 3 hours, and we can see the players wearing these thermical jerseys or whatever is it called, that I haven't seen it since Paris Major last season. Because believe me, here is autumn, obviously, and it's freaking cold. And probably this cold situation can affect Augsburger Cardona because they lost in the round of 16.
And actually, their match was scheduled to be played on the secondary court, and at the last moment they moved it to the central. And as you probably heard something, they were a problem with the central court as well. Because on the central court, the glasses are stick one to each other with silicone. And that silicone in one of the glasses, in one of the union of the glasses, were removed. So you can put your hand into between the glasses, and that can hurt so much. Actually, I remember in the A1 New York Mayor last season where Tolito put his hand on between two glasses. Crazy. So the matches on Friday were suspended because they need to fix the court. But today on Saturday we are here again to watch the quarters and the semis on the same day. So that could be a problem for some players. Let's see.
Oh, please, come in, welcome to the finals. Yeah, my new Nike Air Max, eh? Please, come in. Because before we go to the finals, we need to check the room tour. We need to do the room tour. And first, one of the most important things in the room is the bathroom. That is actually bigger than my current house in Madrid. Look at the tub, look at the shower. It's even bigger than my house in Madrid. And a football team can fit inside of here. I mean, it's crazy. Italian marble, I don't say it in English. Look at the wardrobe. Light, no light, light, no light. And I can continue for 3 hours. Radiator! Sorry, I forgot it. But look at the views, because you can see there that pink building is La Casa Rosada, where the president of the Argentina, Javier Milei, is working. One more important thing, last year I was in Bariloche, one of the best places I've been in my life. I did the Circuito Chico with my bicycle, and also this year I tried the Capitán del Espacio, an alfajor with double dulce de leche. But
well, let's talk about everything that has happened in Argentina till the final. Because Stupa and Lebron made it to the quarterfinals again. And remember that Stupa got injured, and this is their second tournament together after his recovery. Their opponents were John and Momo, that their best result this season are the quarters. But on a slow court as this Argentina P1 court, Momo is one of the best players in the world. It reminds me to Coqui Nieto, but with an extra magic. And in my opinion, Momo in that match of quarterfinals against Stupa and Lebron was the MVP. It is true that Stupa and Momo had a match point. Johnson saved a smash from Lebron, and then the tiebreak came. And there we saw something really weird, because in the 5-all in the tiebreak, Stupa missed a rulo, and then with the match point against for John and Momo, Stupa missed a backhand. Those two shots, in my opinion, are the best shots of Stupa. Stupa was feeling the pressure of playing in Argentina, or he is still not at the rhythm of the opponents. Meanwhile, the top 1 seed, Coello and Tapia, were facing the top 8 seed in the quarters. Because yes, Edu Alonso and Jairo Bautista in their second tournament together, they made it to the quarters. Edu and Arturo know each other pretty well, and actually they are best close friends in the tour. And that is because they train with the same coach, Gustavo Prato. The start of the match wasn't great for Arturo and Agustín because they made 8 more mistakes compared to Jairo and Edu. But on the second set, Edu smashed twice and Arturo got the por cuatro. Since that moment, Arturo and Agustín pressed the accelerator and won the match. After the winning, Tapia confessed this.
Miles de cosas pasan por mi cabeza, desde la presión a tener que hacerlo bien para no decepcionar o defraudar a la gente, pero bueno, a veces las cosas salen, a veces no, hoy se pudo dar.
But still, the tournament in Argentina was a great tournament for Jairo and Edu. So this way we got to the semifinals. And we were gonna see another battle against Galan and Paquito, and obviously against Bergamini and Chingoto, those who have a really similar game style. But the conditions were tricky, especially for Paquito and Berga, because they didn't play on the central court until that match. But that was not the story of the match, because from the beginning of the match you could feel that Galan wasn't feeling right. I wondered if it was just fatigue from playing earlier that day, but his quarterfinal was the quickest one. And in my opinion, Galan is a physical beast. So what really happened in that semifinal match? Well, Galan had some kind of stomach issue. Basically, it sounds like he had diarrhea. So that was causing him dehydration. And when you are dehydrated, you can seriously injure yourself if you push your body too hard. And remember, the Italy major is around the corner. So you could see Galan in that semifinal match that he wasn't moved properly. But whenever he had to go for a ball, he gave everything. So Paquito was kind of suspicious about his attitude and comment this on a bench.
Una pregunta. Galán, desde que se está haciendo el muerto, ¿ha dejado de correr una sola pelota?
No,
¿O simplemente va así por la pista pero llega a todo?
Llega todo y una cosa importante, cuando le
Llega a
pase
todo, o sea, nosotros lo nuestro, vamos a presionar,
evita-
si nos ganan, nos ganan. Ahora, no caemos en la trampa de empujarla. Vamos a presionarle porque
es.
corre todo, corre todo.
Totalmente. Y Chico también se ha puesto la
Pues
importante.
eso, vamos a seguir presionando, nosotros nuestro negocio.
So Paquito and Berga forced the third set, and then just one game after, Chingoto and Galan gave up. And after the match, Paquito gave us one of the most epic moments of the tournament. And after that semis, the number ones Tapia and Coello will play again. And this time against John and Momo, they didn't give any chance. Even though the match started at 1 AM, Coello and Tapia pushed the accelerator from the beginning and won the match in 2 sets. They finished the match around 2:30 in the morning, so I assume they got to bed around 4 or 5. But today they need to play another final, because in 2023 they won it here in Mendoza in Argentina against the Super Pibes. And Paquito didn't reach a final since Master Final 2023 alongside Chingoto. While on the other hand, Bergamini reached a final last year in Eviet with Garrido. It is true that the number ones are the clear favorites for this final, but with these court conditions, you don't know if Paquito are gonna do some magic. One thing is for sure, because with this result, even though they lost or win the final, Coello and Tapia overcome Galan and Chingoto in the race. So now it's time to go to the stadium and watch the final alongside 16,000 more people. So let's go!
¡Que viva el pádel! Wings to Pro. Cargamos.
¡Paquito! ¡Paco! ¡Dale, Paco! Atrás, atrás. Atrás, Paco, tú. Qué puta le da.
Lo del viernes fue mucha mala suerte, que justo pase acá con toda la gente que nos vino a ver. Fue un día que no tuvimos partido, no nos acercamos ni al club, por lo menos por mi parte. Él vino a entrenar, y después saber que nos teníamos que preparar para el sábado, que jugamos 2 partidos, y 2 partidos muy duros. El primero que duró 2 horas contra Edu y Jairo. Intentamos dormir la siesta, que no pudimos porque estábamos todavía con la adrenalina. y ya teníamos que volver para jugar anoche. Así que nada, era intentar dejar todo, no guardarse nada, y ya si llegamos a la final era un regalo. Por suerte ayer nos quedamos tratándonos también con los fisios hasta las 4 de la mañana que salimos de acá del estadio, y hoy nos levantamos muy bien. Así que nada, y también es una final que al final queda un partido, tenemos una semana para descansar, y teníamos que salir a muerte, pase lo que pase.
Todos deseamos ganar, cada uno por nuestros motivos. Yo quería ganar esta semana porque para mí era súper especial. Uno, porque nos viene muy bien ganar, y dos, porque que Agus pueda ganar ante toda su familia y que la gente de Argentina y sobre todo su familia lo disfrute, era súper especial.
Cuando los torneos son tan seguidos es jodido, porque sabes que tenés pocos días para olvidarte de una derrota dura, porque en verdad en Paraguay éramos favoritos en el partido que perdimos, nos ganaron muy bien, pero claro, te saca la confianza y tenés que volver a recuperar todo para poder afrontar un torneo tan importante como era para nosotros.
Que Argentina en general viven las cosas muy distintas. El otro día, volviendo en el autobús, Gustavo venía diciendo: vamos por la 9 de julio, la avenida más grande del mundo. Está el obelisco, el monumento más alto de Latinoamérica. Tenemos a Messi, el mejor jugador del mundo. Entonces, como que continuamente le dan mucho valor a lo suyo, y eso es muy bonito, porque la verdad eso hace que cada jugador y cada figura que tienen en el país lo ensalcen de una manera distinta.
Yo creo que el pádel siempre fue un deporte muy cercano. No solíamos llenar estadios, solíamos estar más cerca de la gente, y yo creo que me voy también un poco dolido por esa parte de no poder encontrar el momento para sacarnos una foto, ver a la gente ahí en la escalera esperando, y saber que si te acercás es acercarte y estar 1 hora y media, porque son muchísima gente. Pero bueno, lo vivimos así, ya vamos a tener oportunidad de estar más cercanos a ellos.
Well, behind me and behind all those guys are Tapia and Coello, the winners of Buenos Aires. Soraya, how did you see it?
Amazing, of course.
The final was 6-2 for the number ones that came back from the lost in the quarterfinals in Asunción here in Buenos Aires, in front of more than 16,000 people, a record in the history of Padel. Soraya, how can you describe it?
16.156 personas aquí asistentes.
Wow, Spanglish! We have everything here. So guys, stay tuned for the channel, because next up is Rome. You can join us, and please, Soraya and Miki, let's say goodbye. So, ciao.